Tell us what these bikes are and the differences.
What you've got here is a 1968 Ducati. It was really Ducati's move into both racing in the late 50s, early 60s. It was the predecessor that went to the Desmo 250. It revs 9,000 RPM and produces about 30 brake horsepower. A Manx Norton the other day would only rev to about 7,000 RPM.
And horsepower?
Manx Norton about 45, 50,
yeah.
But a 500cc. And they went to Desmo because of the problems with valve springs breaking at high revs. So that's really designed by a guy called Taglioni. Very successful bike. Everybody in the era wanted one, all the young lads, etc. So you now have, this is Caparossi's MotoGP bike, where Ducati went back into racing. Until 2003, the championship was 500cc. They formed a thing called MotoGP, which is now the current formula, and that was pushed by the Japanese manufacturers because they wanted to sell bikes, not just race. And racing sells bikes, but it costs money. So they put this thing together, compete with the 500cc two-strokes, which had dominated the racing for the last 10, 15 years. The last two-stroke to win the World Championship, 500cc twin-cylinder Honda, producing 183 bhp, and it weighed 103 kilos. The new formula was 1,000cc, four-stroke or two-stroke, but they were phasing the two-strokes out. And this initially was producing 200 brake horsepower at 16,500 RPM. Two-stroke versus four-stroke, you only get two bangs for a two-stroke. You've got one bang for four-stroke. You've got to rev it harder to get the number of bangs to make it work.
Yeah.
And this was won the Constructors' Championship in 2003 for Ducati.